Hi guys, follow me on Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm driving this. This is not the key of the Accord. This is the key of the Civic because the Accord key is in the car because it's turned on at the moment. There was no keyless entry or push button start. Back in the day, this is a 2007 model. This belongs to Shardul, who has been kind enough to lend me his modified car. A lot of modifications to it. That's the reason I'm doing a vlog again on this car. I've done a vlog before. This being the 7th generation Accord was sold in India between 2003 to 2007, and 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th generation of the Accords were actually sold in the Indian market. Straight away, let's open the engine bay because look at this. Amazing coloring on the inside, looks fantastic. Okay, there it says 2.4 liter DOHC iVTEC. This is a manual 4-cylinder engine, green and blue. Wow, looks nice. And there is a custom air intake with a performance air filter. It also gets iridium spark plugs and performance ignition coil. So a lot of performance mods in this car. No insulation there though. And this purple shade actually looks fantastic. Coming to the lights, well, they look quite awesome. In fact, it was the Accord which was the first car in the US to get clear lens lights with the earlier generation model, I think 3rd or 4th generation. There's a white light there, fog light, front parking sensors. That's impressive. And this is actually quite a big car because the length is 4.8 meters and the ride height has not been decreased, but it still looks very low slung. The tire size happens to be 225/45/17. Lenso wheels, white colored, look really awesome. In fact, Accord was again one of the first models to get 5 lug nuts. Okay, you could paint the brake calipers in some nice funky color. That would look awesome. And you get an indicator here. You get this side molding with this sort of silver treatment. Oh my god, the stance from the side is just mind-blowing. It looks so purposeful as well. And then Shardul has actually got quite the deal on this car. It says DOHC VTEC right here. By the way, it is running on KYB shocks at the rear, which was standard in the V6 model but not in the 4-cylinder model. So he has actually swapped that as well. And this being the 2007 model was the one which got this triangular rear lights. Other models did not. And then there's a high mounted stop lamp here. I think this is the rear fog. Yeah, those are lights. This is the rear fog. This will probably be the reverse lights. Lights have this crazy treatment on the inside. 2.4 iVTEC written right there. Boot is actually decent size but has a step up thingy happening there. There is the spare wheel. Okay, it is an alloy. What is it? It's a smaller size tire, 205/65/15. That's the standard tire. Why is there a step up thingy? Because this model also came with a hybrid. With the next model they removed the hybrid, then they brought back hybrid as well. Imagine Honda doing hybrid back in the 2000s. That's crazy. Rear parking sensors, a massive exhaust tip there, catback exhaust. Faisal fingers of truth will stay away from this exhaust, of course. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. You got this sort of a chrome treatment here, which is usually the bumper guard, and the wheels are actually colored silver on the left side, white on the right side. So by the time he came to the other side, paint was already over, so he could not finish it in that color. Very Lexus type wheels, or maybe the L is signifying Lexus to me at the moment. Anyways, let's open the door. Opens wide enough. There's a puddle lamp here. Door pockets are massive, and you've got width treatment here, and the seats are really comfortable. But center passenger, he never gets a headless fool. And there's a hump here in the center. In fact, the ashtray came out. Oh my god, that didn't go down well. How do we fix this? No problem, we shall manage that. Yes, there it is. So it is retractable. You can take it home, smoke and come back. Okay, magazine holders here, not really scooped out. This is to adjust the lumbar for the front. There's good amount of legroom and kneeroom. You sit a little low, but still under thigh support is not that great. Headroom is quite ample, and then recline angle is also fantastic. There's a handle to hold on to. There's a light placement here on the top. Height adjustable seat belts at the front. That's fantastic. There's a center armrest with some storage space here, and then you can actually open this with the key to access the boot. If you want to carry something long, you can do that as well. Dashboard design looks fantastic. Some mods have been done there. You can see the infotainment system is bigger now, and the audio system has been updated. So the front actually gets coaxial speakers. That is the update to the audio system. Has this nice thud as well when you shut the door. Now the thing is that the Accord's quality is phenomenal. You get electric adjust here, which is kind of nice. You get a dead pedal there. You get some storage here. It says corner sensor, which is nothing but front parking sensors, but they're not front, they're corner parking sensors. Headlight leveler here. Door pockets are big enough at the front, and these are power window controls, adjustment for the outside rear view mirrors. There you can see the key has the Honda logo. It says Honda here on the key as well. And the steering wheel has this wood treatment, which is luxurious. Let's turn off the lights so you can see the instrument cluster. Very nice. There's a tachometer on the left, engine check light always on, speedometer in the center, which is marked in miles per hour as well. And then you've got odometer, trip meter, and then fuel meter, engine temperature. Telltale lights are almost flashed everywhere. Let's do one thing. Let's rev the motor. There is the rev limiter, bouncing off the rev limiter. Now this is a nice screen, and you know what, it's the usual thing I've seen in a lot of cars. Looks somewhat like the Scorpio Classic. This can be locked. Storage space is nice. There's some storage space here as well with Yamaha keys if you so wish. This slides ahead and behind. There's storage space here. Twin compartments, and they're Honda and more of Honda, along with some jelly there, or dip, whatever you want to call it. Handbrake is towards the driver's side. Audio system is here, so it has got two audio systems. Take that. Every other car which has only one audio system. This is not auto dimming. There's a sunglass holder here on the top. There is a mirror here along with a light. That is quite the premium. Same is the case here as well. And there's a handle to hold on to on the driver's side too. So nice. And there are audio controls on the steering wheel. The horn, little disappointing. There you get this meter from G-Ready, and it's not greedy, but you know what, that is actually for the volt meter. A tachometer there would be nice, in spite of the fact that you already have a tachometer there. One more would not hurt at all. See, the really nice and comfortable car feels fantastic. I love it. Let's start driving right away. Alright, we are all set to go, which means turning on the car, and there it rose to life. Air conditioning on full blast. We'll just shut that and makes this sound there as well, kind of cool. Handbrake down into first gear, and off we go. Okay, it has this throaty sound to it, because of which the dog always keeps barking. He thinks I'm robbing away something and running with it, but never mind, and off we go. Red lines at 6,500 RPM. Oh my god, VTEC kicked in, yo. Gearing is so tall that in second gear it reaches 100 kilometers per hour, which is unbelievable. So this is a 2.4 liter VTEC motor, which is a 4-cylinder unit. Around the corners, oh my god, grip levels are fantastic. It's making 144 horsepower and 196 Newton meters of torque, but considering there's some mods to it, including a stage 2 clutch, this one is producing around 180 horsepower and it feels very grunty. Top speed is 208 kilometers per hour. On the speed breakers, a little bit careful, wouldn't hurt, but yeah, it has no issues as such, and off we go. Sounds so throaty and nice because of the exhaust. It's quite good. So basically this is a 2.4 liter engine paired to a manual gearbox, which is a 5-speed unit. There was also an automatic, and then there was a 3 liter V6, which was again an automatic, and this is the most frugal engine, also the cheapest. Around 17 lakhs was the price of this particular car. For automatic you have to pay around 90,000 more, and 2 lakhs more over that to get the 3 liter V6. So here we are going to maneuver ourselves through this pure electric bus, which is so slow in turning around. It's quite unbelievable. But anyways, here we go. And we will just come to a halt because we can. Hazard lights on. Alright, hazard lights off. Into first gear, revving the motor. Little bit of wheel spin, but the wider tires will not let the wheels spin at all. Sounds really very good. So basically this 7th generation Accord is the same which was sold in India as the US model. Yes, the model for Europe and Japan was actually different from this one, which was sold in the US as an Acura model. Yeah, I think TX or something of that sort. Brakes are good, actually brakes are nice. Handling is also good. Steering has decent amount of feel and feedback. It's not the sharpest as such because of the weight of the vehicle, but still the steering is actually responsive enough. It's a very nice and neat handling car considering the size it has. It's like crazy size for sure. And right now the Accord is in the 10th generation, which is not sold in India unfortunately, which is a hybrid now. So this generation also had a hybrid. After that there was no hybrid, then they got back hybrid again with the next generation model. In fact, the Accord was first launched in 1976 as a compact car, and then they kept upgrading it. In fact, I think the 4th generation Accord was so big, it was equivalent to the size of the Legend, the Honda Legend, which is obviously a bigger car. And you can see around the corners, body roll is very well under control. So the mileage from this car is around around 9 to 10 kilometers per liter. If you opt for the automatic, reduce that by 2, so 7 to 8 kilometers per liter. If you opt for the V6, reduce it by another 2, which is around 6 kilometers per liter. In fact, because this car is drinking a lot of fuel, Honda in the US also launched a 2-liter engine model, 4-cylinder, which was more efficient, and the 3-liter model V6 also got a manual gearbox there, but in India obviously it does not. I mean, there's no Accord anymore, even though it's a very popular car. People love it. It has the feel, and that segment, although dead, it still has some scope because there's the Superb, there's the Camry, and I've actually driven, I think, the 9th generation model in India. That was fantastic, but two, sofa types, very comfortable, very comfort oriented, whereas with an Accord you want the performance. Yeah, you want it to be rise to the moon and back, and that's what Honda did, try to become too mature. And the current Accord is actually having issues with the 1.5 liter turbo, the VTEC turbo, that is not very reliable, which is shocking because Honda is known for making engines, but not anymore. That's kind of bad. They're making great engines for Red Bull, for Formula 1, but I don't know what went wrong recently that the 1.5 turbo is having a lot of issues. Now around the corners you can see it tracks absolutely flat. Superb grip, absolutely stunning grip. It doesn't feel hairy at all. And the brakes, okay, we are going to test it right now. Oh, it slides a bit, huh? Into first gear, revving the motor. Oh, considerable wheel spin. So this car has drive-by-wire rather than having a throttle cable as such, because of which I think response is better as well. And you know what, it's not sold in UK anymore, so Accord has been taken off the shelf from many countries because demand has really dropped dramatically as people are opting for SUVs, which is kind of sad, very, very sad indeed. In fact, they had a hybrid version with this model, but the fuel efficiency wasn't any better than the 4-cylinder model. That's why the 8th generation did not actually get a hybrid. That's how it actually played out. Revving the motor. There we have reached 100 kilometers per hour. That is the level of performance on offer. By the way, this car will remind you of one of the most popular ads ever, the Honda Cog ad, which was made on this generation of the Accord, not this variant, the European version, which is like unbelievable. You should just search Honda Cog ad and you would love it. Like classy ads, no CGI, beautifully done. So guys, this is my vlog of the fantastic Honda Accord. I'm doing it again because I love this car so much. It's so much fun to drive. Those were the days when Honda used to make amazing cars. Now they make lightweight cars, unnecessary, for mileage, the lower end spectrum. Higher end spectrum, they make them too weighty and heavy with hybrid batteries and whatnot, kind of losing the soul of what Honda was known for once, which is a reliable performance car which can be, souped up to really enjoy and have some driving feel as well. If you like this vlog, make sure to give the thumbs up, that's the like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Bye bye.